Morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today for the daily text. It is Monday, May 3rd. When anxiety overwhelmed me, you comforted and soothed me. Psalms 94:19. Have you ever been plagued by anxiety? Perhaps it was because of what others have said or done, or because of what you have said or done. For example, you may have made a mistake and you worry that Jehovah God will never forgive you. To make matters worse, you may believe that because you are overwhelmed by anxiety, you must lack faith. You must be a bad person. Consider, though, a few scriptural examples. Hannah, the prophet Samuel's mother, was a woman of great faith. Yet she was overcome by anxiety when a member of her household treated her badly. And that comes from 1 Samuel 1:7, which reads, "That is what she would do year after year. Whenever Hannah went up to the house of God, her rival would taunt her so much that she would weep and not eat." The Apostle Paul had strong faith, but he was overwhelmed with anxiety for all the congregation. 2 Corinthians 11:28, which reads, "Besides those things of an external kind, there is what rushes in on me from day to day, the anxiety for all the congregations." King David had much strong faith that Jehovah God developed a special fondness for him. Acts 13:22. And it reads, "After removing him, he raised up for them David as king, about whom he bore witness and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man agreeable to my heart. He will do all the things I desire." Even so, David made mistakes that caused him to suffer bouts of crushing anxiety. Psalms 38:4. And it reads, "For many errors loom over my head. Like a heavy burden, they are too much for me to bear." Jehovah God comforted and soothed each one of them. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, May 4th. If anyone wants to come after me, let him disown himself. Matthew 16:24. And it reads, "Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone wants to come after me, let him disown himself and pick up his torture stake and keep following me." When you make a dedication, you approach God in earnest prayer and tell him that you will use your life to serve him forever. When you dedicate yourself to God, you disown yourself. You now belong to Jehovah God, which is a great privilege. Romans 14:8. And it reads, "For if we live to Jehovah God, and if we die to Jehovah God. So both if we live and if we die, we belong to God." You are telling him that from now on, you will be focused on serving him and not on pleasing yourself. Your dedication is a vow of solemn promise made to God. God does not force us to make such a vow, but when we do, He expects us to fulfill it. And that comes from Psalms 116, 12, and 14. And Psalms 116, 12 reads, "With what will I repay God for all the good He has done for me?" So true. And Psalms 116, 14. "I will pay my vows to Jehovah God in the presence of all His people." That's what we do today, is come together and read the daily script and start our days off on a positive note. Your dedication is personal and private. It is between you and God. Baptism is public. It takes place in front of others, usually at an assembly or a convention. When you get baptized, you know others that you show others you have already dedicated yourself to Jehovah God. So your baptism lets others know that you love God with your whole heart, soul, mind, and strength, and that you are determined to serve Him forever. And that comes from Mark 12:13. "And you must love Jehovah your God with your whole heart, and with your whole soul, and with your whole mind, and with your whole strength." That's the daily scriptures, and I appreciate you coming with me today to read over them. And I hope your day is a positive day. We will talk to you soon. Bye now.